On this Burnout Extra, we have pretty much every car that we could possibly get in our fleet in one spot. And we're gonna do some car superlatives.
One thing to note, over there is an ATV and over there is a lawnmower. The lawnmower is representative of the 1969 Lincoln Continental that we call the Rottenental. Unfortunately, we no longer own that car, but we love it so much that we're including it here. And over here, the ATV is representative of my 1976 Chevy Camaro, which again, we were not able to get it here right now, but it is still part of the fleet. So those two vehicles are just gonna be stand-ins for the other cars.
Nonetheless, we're gonna do some superlatives that we asked a longtime subscriber to come up with. We're gonna read them for the first time on camera right now and pretty much guess at what we think best fits that superlative.
So a quick thank you to Robert for putting all this together for us. We have not read these yet, but we're just gonna go one by one. I'm reading from the bottom of the list, he's reading from the top, and hopefully this should be fun.
Yeah. These will be interesting.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
You go first?
Yeah, I'll start us off. What is the best overall vehicle out of our fleet?
I mean, by default, I think it has to go to this one.
I think it should too.
Yeah, Sublime is just easily, it has the most horsepower, it has the most performance capabilities, it is the nicest, the most expensive, just all around the best car. Which car has the biggest and or smallest gas tank? This is easy on the smallest.
The smallest is the MG.
Goes to the 8-gallon tank on the MG. That is without a doubt smallest. Yeah. Although the Ranchero is not too much bigger than that. The gas tank that we currently have for it, I don't know exactly how big.
The one you got me?
Yeah.
No, that's more than 8 gallons.
It's more than 8, but
Yeah,
it's not. It's not like. I don't think it's 16.
It's probably around that, between 13 and 20.
I'd say it's probably like 13 or 14 gallons.
Yeah, regardless,
Now,
it's not 8.
the biggest gas tank, I don't know about you, my gas tank is 21 gallons on the Ford.
My Jeep's definitely not 21, and I'm pretty sure this is 16. I'd have to
Really?
Google
It's
it,
only 16?
Yeah.
Okay,
sure.
so then mine might have the biggest gas tank. The Ford.
Should we Google?
Ford Explorer.
Nah,
Don't worry about it. This is opinion
The
based.
Explorer needs one.
The Explorer's got to get some points here.
Oh, goodness. What is the worst overall vehicle?
The worst overall vehicle, I think, has to be the Ranchero.
Explorer. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
the
wait.
Ranchero.
Yeah, that one.
The Ranchero.
It's got to be.
Look at that thing.
Although,
if you haven't seen a video on the Ranchero, just watch one video and you'll
linked
know
up
why
in the
it's
top
so
right
bad.
corner right now. Yeah, no, I mean, to be honest, the Ranchero is just completely clapped out, as you can see. There's no back, there's no front, there's no floors, there's no doors.
You could actually just clap and it would fall apart. All right, what do you got?
Okay, I have the most embarrassing problem.
Ooh, dude, these are fire.
Robert is good,
These are
man.
fire. Most embarrassing problem?
MG with no reverse. Can't perform.
Is that embarrassing?
I don't know.
I don't get embarrassed easily.
I get embarrassed by the Fords, the Explorer's clicking. So currently right now, my Explorer is having an issue where when I press on the brakes, the back right wheel clicks like a lot and loudly. So you hear it from far away. And so whenever I'm like pulling up to a store and there's just like people outside, it's just like clicking really loud. And I can feel everybody looking at me, so fun.
So I say we go with the Explorer.
Yeah, I get embarrassed by that, so.
Yeah. Best looking.
The Camaro. No, that one's really tough, man. That's actually so tough because this looks phenomenal. I love the Challenger and the color is so fun. I mean, it's obviously not the Jeep or the Explorer. Yeah. But personally, I mean, the Camaro is my dream car, and it's my dream car because of how the body looks. So,
oh man.
But also the MG is so classic. Best looking car? That best looking car? Well, then it's got to go to this, right? Because I love the body style and everything of the Camaro, but it looks like shit. So
all right,
we're going with the Challenger. Car with the most infamous story. I don't know if any of our cars have an infamous story necessarily. Never mind, I take it back immediately. The Camaro. We rebuilt the engine entirely because it had an internal coolant leak. and then we decided to race it at an autocross at Lime Rock Park, and it still had an internal coolant leak after racing, and it was dripping oil everywhere, trans fluid, engine oil, coolant. It was literally leaking every fluid everywhere. And I mean, that's really like on me and a little bit on Jay, just for messing up when we rebuilt it. But honestly, I think that's the most infamous story, is driving that thing around the track and having the smoke just funnel out the back and not being able to properly race it how much we were supposed to, I think.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm going to have to give it to the Camaro. You can have a different answer.
No, I'll
if you
give it
want.
to the Camaro too.
And by the way, if you want to go check out episode 6, you can see us doing all of what I just talked about, rebuilding the engine, going to the racetrack, racing the car, and ultimately failing. That'll be linked up in the top right corner as well. The car with the shadiest history.
The shadiest history? The Lincoln.
I don't know. The Lincoln?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Dude, we had to go to the guy's house, and he said that his brother ran it over a fire hydrant.
That's true. That's true.
And my dad somehow bought the car and drove it like 3 times and then never drove it again. Like, why? And then he bought new bumpers for it and still parked it in the woods. To me, that's shady.
I have nothing to like trump that, so yeah, I'll go with the Lincoln.
Best and worst condition. Worst condition. Ranchero.
Best condition, Challenger.
That was so easy.
That was easy. Most and least aerodynamic.
Ooh.
Least has got to be the Jeep.
I was trying to think about most. Yeah. Either that or the MG.
I mean, the least, like the Lincoln is also pretty bad because it's very boxy, but
Jeep is way worse.
the Jeep is way worse.
Least, we're giving that point to the Jeep.
Least goes to the Jeep. And most, I mean, the MG does got the curves, but like it's between this and the Camaro, I think.
Honestly, I'd go Camaro over this.
Because the Camaro is a little pointier at the front.
Yeah. Aerodynamic.
I'm gonna go with the Camaro.
Let's go with the Camaro.
My cars are sweeping right now.
Dude, I don't know. Wait until the brightest color is the word. Best and worst daily driver.
Oh, there's 2 daily drivers. Which one is best and which one's worse?
I think yours is better.
Do you?
Yeah.
You just put a lot of work into yours.
That doesn't mean it drives better.
Yeah, you know what? You got the tire rub. I'll take best.
So best or worst.
Best car to go golfing.
Oh, God. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Gotta be the MG, baby.
Yeah, dude, I've been golfing in the MG.
I know.
Dan and I have been in the MG. Golfing. Yeah.
Nice.
I was like, do you want to ride him? And I picked him up in that thing. All right, best and worst car at Burnouts. Best car.
Best car at Burnouts. Worst car at Burnouts.
I've never seen your Explorer do a burnout.
Okay,
And we
you got
tried.
me there.
And we tried. Remember?
We did.
Episode 3.
Yep, I do remember. We
I
also.
bought your car. Wait,
No way!
I can't give you another point.
No.
We should subtract for the worsts. We should subtract.
It's too late for that.
No, we can. It's the editor thing.
No.
All right, worst burnouts then.
I mean, here's again, the Ranchero doesn't even qualify for this because it's never had an engine or wheels on it.
And the Lincoln, did we ever try?
The Lincoln, I don't think we ever tried because we were scared to, first of all. Second of all, the transmission didn't have any fluid in it, so it didn't allow us to go more than 10 miles per hour. But I mean, it's kind of the only one that can do good burnouts
Is that in your Camaro?
is this in my Camaro. And my Camaro does decent burnouts. But like, who does the worst? I mean, it truly has to be the MG. Because the
we'll pick the
MG
MG.
is the farthest away from doing a burnout without support.
Yeah. We literally
Which,
had
by
to
the way, we
jack
did
up
make the
front.
MG do burnouts in this video, linked up in the top right corner.
It's up there.
The Jim Parise Award for Best Alternator.
Oh,
My Explorer has a brand new alternator.
Well, so then my Jeep's in the same position. Best alternator, I'd go this. It's probably
Well-
original alternator.
We got so many good alternators. What is the Jim Parise Award for Best Alternator?
You know
go
what it
to?
should be? Your Camaro.
I thought about that because
Yeah,
the Camaro
'cause
was
I
rebuilt by
rebuilt
Jim
it,
Parise.
Yeah, by Jim Parise, yeah.
You're Jim Parise now.
No, he actually did most of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going another point to the Camaro. Let's go.
Loudest and quietest exhaust.
Well, the loudest goes to the Camaro.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
The Camaro is so freaking loud. The exhaust is so loud, dude. The quietest? I mean,
I can't believe I'm giving you another point, but it's gotta be your Explorer.
it's got to be the Explorer. The Explorer is unbelievably quiet. Like,
The Jeep
like
is
I
very quiet
almost
too,
want to
but
give
not
it to
as
the
quiet.
Challenger, except for the fact that the engine is so loud. So
Yeah.
like the exhaust is pretty quiet, but the engine is loud. But the Explorer is just quiet all around.
All right, Explorer gets one.
That was 2 points for me. I'm sweeping.
There's also the loudest engine.
Oh, Robert, why are you doing this to me? Most likely to blow up on the track. My car did blow up on the track.
Definitely the Camaro.
It's between the Jeep or the Camaro, and the Camaro actually did it. So I'm gonna.
I'll give the Jeep the second. That's great. No, I'll give that point to the Camaro.
Dude, the
get a point out
Camaro
of
is
this.
killing it
I don't know
right
why we
now.
don't subtract points for these. Most and least comfortable ride. Least comfortable ride, MG.
It's about 2 inches of foam and then a wood board, and you just sink right into the wood board.
Yeah,
Most comfortable has got to be the Challenger,
yeah.
right?
Especially on the highway, it's nice.
The
And
Lincoln
the
was
seats, like,
actually
hug
pretty
you.
nice too, but
The seats in the Challenger like give you a hug.
they really do. Best Dairy Queen runner.
Not the Challenger.
Can't be the
Yeah,
Challenger.
yeah. Because you got to hold Dairy Queen and get.
It's not the MG because of that too. No, MG is out.
We've never been to Dairy Queen in years. Have we been to Dairy Queen?
We might have been in my Explorer. We did a double date at Dairy Queen.
You went in your Explorer. I didn't take your Explorer.
Yeah,
I was in a Mini Cooper.
but I went to the Explorer.
All right,
and you
it's
were
better
there
than that.
too.
You
Well,
went to
no,
the
but I mean,
Explorer. We went to Maltharp's in the Jeep.
yeah. It's not that we necessarily had to have gone.
Yeah, I know.
But it's like, which one
one's
is the
better?
best for
You got
going?
more cup holders.
Facts.
Yeah, we're going
Okay.
with that,
Yeah.
we're going with that.
Yeah. We got 6 cup holders in reach of the front seat, so that's facts. Dude, I'm killing it over here.
Best and worst fun car.
Best fun car, right?
Best fun car.
Best fun car. This thing is just
Worst
an
fun
absolute
car.
monster.
I'd say the Camaro because of the problems.
Worst fun car. Is it the worst car that's fun, or is it the least fun car?
Worst fun car. That's what it says.
Yeah, but like, how are we interpreting this? Because I feel like you have to go with the least fun car, not the fun car that's the worst.
But with the then that's the Ranchero.
Does the Ranchero even qualify for this one?
No.
Because
Dude, but what's less fun to be in, the Camaro or the MG?
I don't know. That's tough. Because like,
I would almost say Camaro just because you don't have that open space.
well, I
of
was gonna say like the
driving.
Jeep or the probably actually this would be the least fun because that you can at least go off
Oh
road.
yeah, you're right.
This is the least fun.
Yeah. Let's give a point to that, and a point
Bro.
to
The Challenger.
The Challenger,
for the
yeah,
most
yeah.
fun, bro. My Explorer is absolutely dominating right now.
shoot. Dang it.
The best car to drive with sunglasses on.
MG.
I was gonna say the MG
It's
too.
gotta be the MG. We're
Yeah.
putting the MG. Yeah.
That's the MG.
There's no roof. You need sunglasses. All right. Best and worst handling. I've never driven the Camaro.
You've driven it, just not a ton.
I think I've driven it once.
Really?
Yeah. And so I don't know about that, but if we were going worst, I'd say it's either MG or if you think the Camaro.
No, I think it is the MG because it just doesn't have enough weight up front to get the traction to turn well.
Yeah.
So I think the MG is the worst handling.
Best handling, I'd say.
It's
Challenger.
got to be Challenger.
Yeah.
Pretty much in all of the performance aspects, the Challenger is going to be the best and the MG is going to be the worst. Most potential.
Most potential?
Ranchero?
No, I
No.
say Camaro.
Camaro?
Yeah.
I was between the Ranchero and the Camaro just because of where the Ranchero is
Ranchero
now.
has no potential.
It has the most like range of potential from where it's at to where it could be. But I think think
Camaro.
you're right. The Camaro
Yeah.
has more potential in total.
I think that's a hard Camaro. Yeah.
Nice.
100%. All right. Fastest, slowest, top speed.
MG is the lowest top speed. clocked at 81 miles an hour, which around here is average highway driving.
Worst top speed is the MG.
And
best
this
top
probably
speed,
has a,
Challenger.
we've never tested it, but of course it does.
If you look it up, it caps out at 172 or 168.
Oh, bro, my Explorer's got that beat.
Yeah, right.
Most maintenance supplies in the car,
The Jeep.
it's Jeep or it's Explorer.
I vote the Jeep.
I'll give you the Jeep.
I carry around like a box of tools.
I'll give you the Jeep. Yeah, you do actually have more tools
Full
than me.
socket
I
set.
used to. Okay,
Full-
fair enough.
yeah, yeah.
Fair enough. That's
Full
you. That's
socket
you.
set. Most custom parts.
Easily goes to the MG, without a doubt. There's you're doubting over there.
I was trying to think if we did anything on the Camaro.
I know
or
you're
Lincoln.
thinking.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
definitely
there's plenty of custom work on the Camaro, but the MG takes the cake. Most uncomfortable seat belts is the Camaro.
Yeah.
Dude, they dig up into your neck because
Yeah.
it doesn't have anything to like hold it to the side. It's just like up here and then it just digs into your neck.
I would do that.
They suck.
You're not wrong. This next one is most brake drums broken.
Well, if you don't know, this is tailored to one specific video on our channel where we did the drum brakes on the Jeep, and one of the drums broke in the process, so we had to replace them.
The Ranchero has drums, but none of those are broken.
No.
So that's good.
This one might be tailored towards a specific car. Best fake vents / grill. It's the only one with fake vents or a
MG,
grill.
baby. We gotta get the MG points up.
The MG is the only one with a fake vent or fake grill.
Easiest and hardest to change a tire.
Kind of all pretty equal. Actually, I'm gonna give the hardest to the MG.
Oh, because of the lug bolts?
Because of the lug studs. Yeah. So German cars, literally all of them, instead of having lug nuts and studs that are on the car, they have lug studs and holes on the car. So you thread the lug stud into the hole. And it makes it really difficult to hold up the tire and to thread them in. But the other thing that kind of counteracts that is that those tires are really small and pretty light. So like something like the Jeep and the Challenger have really heavy tires, so that does definitely put them in the running. But just based on the lug studs, I think it's got to go hardest is to the MG.
I'd go easiest maybe your Explorer. Because like you said, the Jeep tires and the Explorer are probably the same, but yours are lighter.
But they're lighter. Yeah, they're just a little bit easier.
So the Explorer gets more points.
Because the Lincoln were pretty heavy too, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah.
Most European car. Robert.
The
The one European car. All the other cars are
He's helping me
literally
out. He's helping me out.
American.
Yeah, it's true actually.
Speaking of, the most American car,
This.
I'm gonna give it to the Camaro.
Oh yeah, classic muscle.
Chevy
Yeah.
Classic Muscle.
Let's go with that.
It's got to go to the Camaro.
Yeah.
Chevy is like the American
Chevy
car
runs
brand.
deep.
Yeah. It's sponsored by.
Loudest and weakest horn.
Okay.
Technically.
I don't know. Weakest horn is the Lincoln.
True. That was just like a
It was like kind of tied with the MG for a bit, but we fixed the MG horn now, so it's louder.
So MG gets the loudest.
I don't know. Is it the
man.
loudest?
Yeah, probably not.
I don't know. I mean, this and that are average. The Ranchero doesn't have a horn. The Camaro's horn is actually pretty loud.
The horn in the MG that's not hooked up is louder than
that's
any
true.
of these cars.
The MG has the most potential to blow out your eardrums, so we'll give the loudest to the MG and the softest or the weakest to the Lincoln. Most photogenic. This little lassie.
Yeah, it's got to be the Challenger.
Unless you hate it, and then it goes to the MG. Unless you hate that color.
Yeah. This next one's a good one.
Okay, I'm ready.
Best for soccer moms.
Best for soccer. The Explorer.
Yeah.
The Explorer, baby.
Yeah.
Represent. Let's go.
Yeah.
Worst vibration / noise / tire rub. We have 4 cars in the running for this one, in my opinion. The Jeep for the tire rub and also the belt squeak that you did just fix.
Mm-hmm.
The Explorer for the brake clicking that it makes.
Mm-hmm.
The MG for the entire car rattling. And the Camaro for, again, the belt squeak. And probably it makes other noises. But I think...
Does your Camaro rattle?
It does a little bit, not much. I honestly think that number 1 and number 2 are, in no specific order so far, are the Jeep and the MG.
I say the MG.
The MG?
I think it's brutal.
If the MG does vibrate so
Yeah,
much,
it's
it
brutal.
rattles a lot.
It's brutal.
We'll go the MG.
All right, we're going the MG.
All right.
All right, best for old people.
Not this.
Not this. Not the Camaro.
Not that.
not the MG. So it's either yours
It's the Explorer or the Lincoln. Let's go Lincoln.
Let's go Lincoln.
Let's go Lincoln, baby.
Let's go Lincoln.
Let's go. Most hours spent working on the car. I think that goes to the Camaro.
It's either Camaro or the MG.
It's the Camaro or the MG. It's definitely not the Lincoln, because while we did put a lot of time in that, it's not nearly as mumuch.
It's probably
The Ranchero, not yet, but the Ranchero will be the most.
It's probably the Camaro for you and the MG for me.
Yeah, but I think in total maybe the MG, but we put a lot of time into the... I mean, I estimated 400 hours total in episode 6, like
But
for
that could have been
total.
for episode 3 too.
But I think 400 might have been a light estimate. I don't know. That's
let's go
tough.
with Camaro.
That's
Let's
a
go
really
Camaro.
tough one. We'll go Camaro?
Yeah, go Camaro.
Okay.
Why not?
All right.
Most Bondo on the car. Let's go currently.
Ranchero or Camaro?
I say Camaro.
Okay, the Camaro literally has multiple gallons of Bondo on it, so
A lot of gallons.
it has literally probably 2 gallons of Bondo on it.
Yeah.
For real. So yeah, that's going to the Camaro.
Yeah.
Most likely to be named after poop.
Did we name a car after poop?
No.
It's gotta be the Ranchero then.
The Ranchero?
Yeah, dude, Rat's poop.
Or the Rottenental?
No, it's gotta be the Ranchero.
It's the Ranchero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most duct tape on the car. Do we have duct tape on any of these
I don't
cars?
think there's duct tape on any of them.
Woo! Dude, give me 5.
Oh,
man.
Is there duct tape? I don't know.
Dude, no.
I don't think so.
No. That's great.
The biggest insurance claim.
Well, yeah. It wasn't on my insurance though.
It wasn't, but it
It's the
still
biggest claim.
was the biggest insurance claim. If you don't know what we're talking about, Jay got into an accident, not his fault, with the Challenger. We do have a whole video talking about what happened there. That'll be linked up in the top right corner. You can check that out.
Yeah. It's up
No,
there.
it's up there. It's somewhere over there.
Most scrap metal welded on, Ranchero. I've already...
Oh, it literally has scrap metal welded on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Goes to the Ranchero. Hey, Ranchero gets another point. Most times on a tow truck.
Dude, it's between your 2 cars.
It's between my 2 cars and it goes to this one. Actually, that's not true. It is the Camaro. This one has only been on twice and the Camaro's been on like 6 times. So
My cars have never been on a tow truck
yeah.
when I've owned them.
Yep. Because even when you got into an accident with this, you still limped it over to the body shop. So it's the Camaro.
Yeah.
Camaro's been on a tow truck quite a few times because the engine never works.
Most/least cup holders.
Well, we all know this baby's got the most.
Dude, he's got the most cup
We
holders.
got the most cup holders over here.
The
and
least
then
is gotta be the MG.
it's a Ranchero.
Gotta be the Ranchero.
Ranchero literally has 0 cup holders.
Yeah, yeah.
The least assembled car.
Hey.
It might just be the Ranchero right there.
Might just be the least assembled one in this lineup.
All right, well,
That was fun.
that was fun. So we don't know the totals. The editors have been tallying them up as we've gone. So you guys know the totals, but I want us to guess which car won. Which car has the most points?
Top 2.
Top 2?
Then there's not
Top
confusing.
3.
2.
Top 3.
3.
3.
All right. I'll pick my top 3, but you
Okay.
have to pick yours before
I'm
I pick mine.
gonna pick mine right now. I need a second to think about
All
it.
right.
We just look to this half.
I think the top is the Camaro. I think the second is the MG. And I think that third is probably your Explorer.
We have the exact same order.
Yeah.
But what made it tough for me is that the Explorer came out getting a lot of points early. The Camaro got a lot of points in the middle, and the MG got a lot of points at the end.
Yeah.
And so I don't know which is most. And so I was like trying to think, because my mind, I was like, the MG feels like it just got a lot. And so that's why I put it above the Explorer, but I don't know. But we have the exact same order, so
Let's see what happens.
editors, let us know. So that is gonna do it for this Superlatives video for our fleet.
Unfortunately, we couldn't get every car here today, but we did the best we can, and we will definitely be doing another one of these in the future and asking probably another subscriber to come up with a different list.
But let us know down in the comments what ideas you guys have for other superlatives that we could do in the future. We would love to get some input from you.
We greatly appreciate any support that you give us, even if it's just continuing to watch our videos or by purchasing merchandise like the things we're wearing. Once again, thank you for supporting, and we hope to see you next time here on The Burnout Show.